Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Hatchets here, and today we have some more Cold War Zombies leak news. This is like the absolute biggest leak of all time that we've had so far with the most information. So some of it is going to seem like a reiteration of like the past video that I uploaded, but it's actually not. Like, it's more in depth, corrected according to the new leaks. So we're going to like run through this. We're going to make this no nonsense as possible. And before we begin the video, I'm going to have to ask everyone to comment, like, and subscribe. It helps me out on a whole nother level. So we're going to begin with the character names, and the first one is Dmitriev Klashkinik. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Orlov Medved, Vogel Kurtz, Valen Peck, and Dr. William Peck. So I guess Valen Peck is like the son of Dr. William Peck, or maybe they're the same person and that's the more formal name for the person. Well, we only know the names of these characters and we actually like don't know any background or any storyline or what they look like. So now we're going to move on to ammo mods, and there are ammo mods within the game. So ammo mods are the rebranded name for alternate ammo types, and this time there is Cryo Freeze, and this is basically frost damage and slows enemies. Dead wire, just like they had in Black Ops 4 and what they had before that in Black Ops 3. I forgot the name of it. It was like something else. No, that was the name of it. They just renamed it for Black Ops 4, and that's electric damage and stunning of enemies. So this is going to be stunning zombies. Then you have Napalm Blast, which is kind of a new thing, but not really. It kind of has an effect similar to, I guess, fireworks from Black Ops 3, and basically what it does is fire damage and burn zombies. And then the last ammo mod we have is Brain Rot. So that turns a zombie to an ally. This is not a new ammo mod. We've had this literally before through Pack-a-Punching. So when Pack-a-Punching, you actually have the ability to choose exactly which one of these you want, which is a brand new element to the game. Usually you'd get RNG and you get what you get from the Pack-a-Punch machine. You know, you couldn't pick those ammo mods. That's exactly what it is. But now when you Pack-a-Punch, you can pick exactly which one of the ammo mods you want to have. So now we're going to move on to field upgrades, and field upgrades are the rebranded name for the specialists. So like the Scepter of Ra, the Ragnarok DG4s, those type of things. And they work on a time-based recharge system, unlike BO4. So BO4 was based on kills and that type of stuff, like it would boost up the meter that you could use it. This is based all on time. So currently there is 6 confirmed field upgrades. This includes the Ether Shroud, and it essentially acts like an in plain sight gobblegum. So I told you guys about this before. This is not new news, but we got new news that it lasts 5 seconds. So there's little additions to what I told you guys before in previous leak videos. Then there's the Ring of Fire. So a ring shows up that boosts damage inside for everyone, can burn some enemies entering. So this kind of sounds like the Pegasus Slam in some aspects. The Pegasus Slam just like protected you if you ran inside the ring, but now it boosts damage and it can protect you at the same time. So it's like something like that Pegasus Slam from Black Ops 4. Then you have the Healing Aura, which you heal yourself and teammates to full health within the area. So this sounds exactly like near-death experience. We talked about this before. And then the Frost Blast is a wind blast of frost damage and slows zombies down too. So that sounds a lot like Winter's Wail, that specific perk, but now it's a specialist weapon. And then you have Energy Mine, which is the proximity mine. That's the one that we saw within COD Mobile, and it's a really, really cool gun. We also saw it within the reveal trailer. It's a little orange gun that you shoot. I'll show you guys what that looks like once again. And it just shoots and slows down enemies, I'm pretty sure. So there are 3 other field upgrades that weren't mentioned, or like that we don't really have an idea of what they are. And these are the Lightning Links, Toxic Growth, and Frenzy Guard. I talked about these in the previous video before. We actually don't know what they do at all. We have no idea. We just know the names, and they might be saved for a future DLC. So now we're going to move on to perks, and there's little additions to the information that I gave you guys. Once again, this is not all new information. I'm just going to reiterate based on like what we said before. So Quick Revive, Jog, Speed, Stamina Up, Deadshot, Elemental Pop, Endure Wonder Fizz. And that's a good thing because I like the Wonder Fizz machine. 1500 for a random perk, or it might have been more, I don't really remember, but we like to see the return of the classic perks that were in past Call of Duties. So Quick Revive also gives you a self revive. I hinted toward this, like it was my own theory that Quick Revive could have a tier upgrade that would allow you to self revive, somewhat like that one gobblegum that allows you to do that self-medication. So I was right on that, on my speculation, and I don't know, like that's actually pretty impressive that I was right in that tier upgrade. So then there's Elemental Pop, and this basically does exactly what you think it does. So it gives you a specific ammo mod. It's a random ammo mod though. So it's RNG. Basically, you get elemental pop out of the perk machine, and it's kind of like papping your weapon, but you get a random ammo mod on a non-papped weapon. So then we are going to move on to the ammo crates within the game, and they're just boxes around the map to refill your ammo, kind of like Warzone. So I'll show you guys what it looks like in the trailer. You guys actually saw that in the official Zombies revealed trailer for Cold War, and the cost to replenish ammo depends on how many times you have pack-a-punched your weapon, and you can do it up to 3 times with these ammo crates around the map. So that's exactly like Warzone. So guys, we're going to talk about a new concept within the game now, and they're called runes, and runes are the biggest innovation to come to the latest zombie mode. So basically, runes act as a new upgrade system, and you can pretty much upgrade your perks, all your field upgrades, weapon classes, assault rifles, snipers, LMGs, SMGs, shotgun, basically any weapon that you have, you can use this rune system to upgrade it. So there's actually each individual perk, field upgrade, and weapon class has 3 upgrades. It used to be 5 in previous codes, but they downed it now to 3 within the newest update. I guess when they were data mining and taking out these leaks, they saw that it was changed from 5 to 3, and there's a total 72 upgrades within the game. So this has a lot to do with the replayability of the game, because you're going to have to grind to upgrade your weapons, unlock these upgrades. There's 72 different upgrades, guys. Like, Zombies is going to be more of a grind than it ever was before. So I'm going to give you guys an example of stamina up and the Ether Shroud field upgrade, and like the upgrades that you can get with it on the 3 separate tiers that I said before. So stamina up, we talked about this before, but it's actually not going to be 5 tiers of stamina up. It's going to be 3. So level 1, movement impairing effects reduced by 50%. Number 2, level 2, actually, there's no fall damage. Level 3, you can run while you're in ADS. So I guess they took away the 2 other tiers, and those effects are not going to be present within the game. And then the upgrade levels for the Ether Shroud, there are 3 once again. And activation instantly reloads your weapon. Number 2, tier 2 for it, increased duration to 8 seconds that you can use it for. And level 3 upgrade, warp up to 500 units in front of you. So I guess you can like run around the map. And the Ether Shroud is basically what we saw in the trailer with the ghost guy running through in D Machine. So I guess it allows you to run around or escape to the ether like we said in the last leak, and you can run around and warp units in front of you. So basically just transport around the map, but not that far. And you unlock these upgrades using the new currency Ethereum we talked about in the last video, and it costs 1 Ethereum for the first tier, 2 for the second tier upgrade, 3 for the third. There's up to 432 Ethereum total to max out all the upgrades. So you guys have to collect actually 432 Ethereum. That's the new currency system. Think of it as like COD points, but within the game, not to like buy stuff off the store, but to unlock upgrades. That's the most simple way to understand it. So you're unlocking upgrades with this, and there's 432 Ethereum total to upgrade everything within the game. So it's going to be a real grind. So Ethereum is earned just by playing the game, and there's 2 types. This is exactly kind of like Liquid Divinium, where you just play the game, hit the box, you get Liquid Divinium. This is how Ethereum is going to work. You're just going to get it like that. And there's Raw and Flawless. We talked about this before. So now we're actually going to move on to the Wonder Weapon. We talked about this before in the last video as well. I know that's kind of getting repetitive here, but now we have 4 different types of ammo types for the Wonder Weapon. We didn't know about this before. So we just knew what the Wonder Weapon was going to look like and the name of it, DIE. But the 4 different ammo types are Nitro Stream, Particle Beam, Plasma Ball, and Gas Cloud. That sounds really, really cool. So there's actually going to be the Dark Ether, and you can access this on D Machine. So there's going to be an orb in the main room. It's going to be a giant glowing purple orb in the trailer, and you can only stay in there for a limited amount of time. I guess it's like a panic room type of thing from 5, where you can run into the Dark Ether and totally escape the zombies that are like coming after you. I did that in 5 all the time. So inside the Dark Ether, there are pieces for the Pack-a-Punch, which you bring back from the Dark Ether room to build it. The Dark Ether orb will also move around the map. So there are also small Dark Ether crystals, which contains drops that you can get. So I guess there's going to be many drops within the game that gives you shield pieces, that type of thing, which is an interesting concept because the orb is going to be moving around the map. So I guess there's going to be more spawns for pieces than ever. And there's also Salvage within the game. So Salvage is a new currency obtained in game in Zombies. So in the spawn outside of knocked area with the tank, there's a pre-built crafting table that sits in the corner next to the building. You guys can see it in the trailer, but basically I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about with a diagram of knocked, because people drew up what the map is actually going to look like according to leaks, and it can be seen in one of the original leaked pictures that came out. We posted that picture a really long time ago, and you use salvage at the crafting table to craft multiple different items from lethals, frags, semtex, C4, molotovs, and you can also craft tacticals. So now the benches can be used for more than just building a shield. You can actually build tacticals, lethals, all that type of stuff. And you can also earn monkey bombs through crafting, which is a really interesting thing because I always liked getting it out of the box. It took a lot of box luck, but I guess they're taking away a lot of the RNG aspect of zombies and making it more of a grind, so like a skill-based type of thing instead of RNG. And support equipment can also be crafted here, but like we don't really have any details about that, so that's going to include the score streaks, like the chopper gunners and that type of stuff. Salvage also has another tier level which allows you to upgrade the rarity of your weapons. So just like I said before, you know how there's going to be rarity from like Fortnite, you can actually upgrade your weapons with salvage. So that's like a really interesting part of the game. I guess you can go to the crafting bench and upgrade from rare to epic to legendary, I suppose. And then there's actually armor within the game. So I don't know how I feel about this, but like they're making the game a little bit like Warzone in the aspect that there's armor, and it works extremely similar to Warzone according to the leaks. So you can have 3 armor plates at once. Armor can be upgraded 3 times at armor stations around the map, and Jug has a theoretical 10 hits from a zombie. Like you can take 10 hits. That's the most you can take with fully upgraded Jug, which is 3 tiers and 3 armor plates. So I mean, that sounds a little bit OP. Like that sounds like Black Ops 4 where you had already so much more health, and then if you used a couple of those perks within that game, like you had so much health. So 10 hits is a lot to go down to. So zombies are also going to be dropping loot within the game, which is really interesting. But the most concerning thing that I've heard from these leaks so far is that zombies is going to be so closely similar to Warzone, and I don't really know how, but that's just like sounds really weird. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.